Welcome back, boys and girls. Let's start the show. So today we're not going to be taking a look at the top cryptos by market cap. Today we're going to be taking a look at comments, your comments, and seeing what are the things that you have said, right? A better tomorrow says Skinny is the top G of crypto analysis. I know who you're talking about. W advice, thank you very much. Well put, Skinny, thank you very much. Andre Petrescu says, Burry just deleted his tweet. Yes, I'm aware of it. He didn't just delete his tweet. He deleted his entire account. Twitter, Michael Burry. Cassandra! Yeah, let's see if it's still... Oh, it's back. Okay. It was removed, and then now he's back. Where's this? Ion Ho? Where's this place? Yeah, so in my opinion, IONHO Lao. Oh, it's on holiday. Lao is okay, Lao is Laos. I thought it's Laos. No, it's not. Anyway, I think it's just fooling around. So Cassandra tweeted. Let me see if I can get the screenshot. Not the screenshot, the thumbnail. Welcome back. Today we're gonna be. How do I get the thumbnail? Yeah. So in my thumbnail, I wrote that Michael Burry tweeted one word, which is sell. Right. Okay. Let's just see if I can get it. Michael Burry tweet sell. Markets Insider. Where is that? Will stocks fall? Crypto potato. Yeah, simple directive. Nope. Okay, I don't have it. Damn. Okay, I'll just go for two more. If we see it, great. If not, then we're just gonna have to... Okay, yeah, this was his the screenshot that I actually took as well. And Michael Burry said sell. So why would Michael Burry, say something like that? Why would he say something like that, right? So what we do is we go back to the markets, right? And we just take a look at things, right? If you look at the macro side of things, right? If you look at the dollar currency index, we are severely oversold. Severely oversold. I think that eventually we're going to see a bounce back up, right? The only question is when. When is that bounce going to happen, right? Again, just like all investors or traders, right? We might have gotten the timing wrong, but the direction we probably got it right. More likely than not, right? So I'm going to assume that Michael Burry will probably get his direction right, but the timing of things could be a little off because nobody knows exactly when things are going to drop. And yeah, I have a strange feeling there should be some sort of a rally coming on for DXY. The only question is when. Would you believe that the US dollar, right, the DXY, the Dixie is gonna collapse all the way back down? I don't think so. The powers that be will not allow that. More likely than not, they're not gonna allow that. And if we were to consider this as waves towards the upside, right? I'm not so sure, but I think right, this whole thing is a wave 1. This is a wave 2. I suspect there's a wave 3 coming on, right? Wave 3 will be is usually the longest, never the shortest. Usually the longest. It can be the second longest, but it's never the shortest. So I'm going to assume that the wave 3, if this is a wave 3, of course I could be wrong as well, is going to be more than 46%, right? So if we take the very bottom of here, right, I mean, we're going to assume this as the start of a 5, 6, 7, start of a wave 3, we're going to be rising up to about 129 eventually. That's my guess. And I don't think this will be it. I feel like if and when we hit to 129, we might retrace for a wave 4, and then we go for a wave 5 to complete 5 waves towards the upside. That's my guess of what's going to happen. Of course, I could be wrong. but that's my guess, right? So if we look at previous impulsive waves, you're gonna assume, okay, again, let's just assume this whole thing is a 1, right? We came down for a 2, we went up for a 3, and then a 4, and then a 5, right? Okay, let me just trace the candlesticks, right? So was wave 3 the shortest? No. Is it the longest? No. So that's why I say, I always say that wave 3 is usually, the rule is wave 3 is usually the longest, but never the shortest, usually. But it can be the second longest. So it's the second longest. Wave 1 was the longest here, not wave 3. So, but it's not the shortest, right? Wave 5 is still the shortest, right? So in my opinion, yeah, I'm going to assume that wave 3 will be 47, which is about, yeah, 129, 130. So more upside? Yeah, potentially. Of course, I can't say for sure. Of course, you know, I could be wrong, and dollar could be dropping lower, and this could already be it, right? This whole thing could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. I don't really see, but it could be. And if we get proper, big, long, multi-year, like 10 years worth of consolidation over here, then ladies and gentlemen, this could be something like a inverse head and shoulders. The dollar is going to shoot up. All the other currencies in this world is going to suffer. And yeah, so I have a strange feeling eventually you're going to see the dollar strengthen. Eventually, maybe, I don't know, central bank digital currencies, or I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but from the technical side of things, I feel like there could be much more moves towards the upside, right? If we invert the chart, right, we'll be able to see that this is a mountain range. It's as mountainy as it gets, right? Mountains 1, we're coming down for mountains number 2. This is like a head and shoulders, right? It looks like a head and shoulders, right? Yeah. So more likely than not, more downside, right? If we invert it back. If, let's say, we, for example, take Bitcoin dominance, right? Very good example, right? If you look over here, what did Bitcoin dominance form? Mountains. So what happens when you see mountains? We collapse, right? This isn't really that high quality. Not exactly. I would prefer it to be, this low to be a little bit lower, right? And I prefer to see higher lows. But it's not exactly perfect. So yeah, but this is it's a good example. Mountain ranges, we fell, right? We can even go back in history, right? Over here, right before Bitcoin fell, you could see that this was something like a head and shoulders. Before, in July 2016, where Bitcoin lost its dominance, right? It was 90 something percent. And then in 2016, that's it. It collapsed. And this was already, how many years in the making? 600 days, about, yeah, roughly 2 years in the making. 2 years in the making. Right, if Bitcoin was not hijacked. Okay, it's a bit controversial. But if Bitcoin was not hijacked, and if Bitcoin introduced tokens on its chain, everything will be built on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin would have been the base layer. Right, and yeah, do you know that Vitalik Buterin was once part of the Bitcoin community? And he actually proposed tokens, but his idea was brushed off because it was already, Bitcoin was already gone by that time. And yeah, so Vitalik Buterin was like, fuck this shit, I'm creating my own Lamborghini. You know the story of Lamborghini and Ferrari? Yeah, so Mr. Lamborghini, I forgot what's his name, was complaining to Enzo, saying that, there's something wrong with his clutch? I know there's something wrong with his Ferrari. He was bitching about it to Enzo, and Enzo was pissed, It's like, oh fuck, there's nothing wrong with the car. The problem is with the driver. It's your fault. And so Mr. Lamborghini was quite pissed, and he was like, Lamborghini used to make trucks, and Mr. Lamborghini was pissed, and he said, fuck this shit, I'm creating my own sports car. And thus Lamborghini was born. Do you know that? Lamborghini founder Ferruccio Lamborghini, Mr. Lamborghini, what's his name? Enzo Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Ferrari. So if you were to ever go to Italy, right? If you were to ever go to Italy and visit, because I've thought of this before, visit, where is it? It's somewhere outside of Bologna, right? Modena is where Italy is, where Ferrari is. Do you know where Lamborghini is? Lambor. It's just next to Ferrari. Funny, right? It's very funny. Yeah. So anger makes you do, a lot of things. So yeah, it's a funny story. Fuck you! I'll create my own sports car. Okay, anyway. Okay, my story may not be as accurate as it is, but this is just the gist of it, right? Where's this? This is KPI 314-day moving average. You are right, John. What type of Freddy says, what type of tech equipment would I need if I were to join your Patreon? Can you recommend a desktop or laptop for trading? Thanks, Third. Freddy Orozco. Okay, any type of desktop or laptop will do in trading because it is not graphic intensive. You're not playing games, so you don't really need a powerful graphics card. Just a normal graphics card will do. So let me just do some investigation. Orozco, I'm just going to assume this is your name, right? So we do a quick search, right? Orozco name map. Do you know that you can do this? Family history, is it? Orozco name map, name origin map, is it? I think you can see this. Is it Mexico? Surname distribution map. Okay, so it feels that you're probably either from 1 in 7,000, 1 in 600. Oh, okay, so it's more common in Mexico. So I'm going to assume that you have Mexican roots. Your ethnicity probably is Mexican, but your English is good. So I'm just going to assume you're from the US, right? Okay, so if you're from the US, let's just take a website, DELL USA, right? And let's just see what's on offer for DELL. Stay on USA. What's on offer in US? Yeah, any. So we view all laptops, because trading, so you want a bigger screen, maybe 17 or 16 inch screen. Huh? Why can't I select both? 17 or 16 inch. No, you don't need an Alienware, so we sort it by lowest price. Of course, if you're in Mexico or if you're in, let's say, Spain, right, you can apply how I'm doing things, So, yeah, just $600, $800. You don't really need anything fancy, right? If I had to choose between i5, I think I'll probably get a 7. Not an i5, a 7. Okay, let's do CPU benchmark, high end, right? Then after that, yeah, basically 1 terabyte, good. 1 terabyte is good. i7, okay. 5825U. Okay, let's do 5825U. What's the score? 18,000. 1255U. What's the score? 18,000. 1255U. Right. 1255U. 13,000. So if I had to make a choice, right? And if I've sorted it by price, and if you have $1,000 to spare, I would recommend getting an Inspiron 16. To start off with. So yeah, and you can go anywhere you want. And 16 is better than 15, right? So yeah, it looks pretty neat. And the reason why I would recommend DELL is because DELL has the best customer service in my opinion. Because I used to have a DELL monitor, right? And when my Dell monitor had problems, I called customer support. The next day, I was replaced, one-to-one monitor, right? And a few months down the road, I had something else. I forgot what was it. That was faulty. Immediately, one-to-one. The next day, like, wow, I love this. That's Dell for you, right? Very good customer service. So yeah, and there's such a warranty called Dell Worldwide or something. So if there's any problems, you can always call customer support worldwide, right? And if you were to get the Inspiron 16, I'm not so sure if there's anything that you'd want to add to it, right? Yeah, I think the graphics card is good enough. Okay, it comes with 16, 1 terabyte. It's good enough. For me, this is good enough. Full cell 54 watts. Yeah, I think it's good enough. 1 terabyte is a lot. Yeah. So I don't know if it were to be me, right? I'm just surface exploring. You can dive deeper if you want to, but if you were to ask me, this is what I would get if you have $1,000 lying around, right? And I think this is good enough. It's just good enough, right? I mean, of course, if somewhere along the way, once the bull season comes in, and if you start making more money, then maybe you might consider an Alienware, right? You don't have to sort by lowest price anymore. You can sort by highest price, right? And you can consider 5,000. Okay, this is just insane, right? Alienware maybe. I don't know. This is overkill for me. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe somewhere down the line or something like that. So yeah, this is what I would recommend. Laptops, PC. You can get PC as well if you want to, but if you could ask this question, right, I would go with laptop, right, with a laptop. Yeah. So this would be my suggestion. Answered yeah. In this week's weeks. Fun Friday! Give him a smile. Oh no, okay, let's give him a wink. Long Mountain says, I remember this. DD says, thank you, bro. It happened yesterday. It would be bad if you already forgot. I think it's just joking, right? There's no malice involved. Just joking. Pico says, next big layer one is near. Yeah, I think we went through near. I don't see anything on near, not at this point of time. I can't see it, right? Sure, there could be strong rallies and all. Near could also already be complete, but I just don't see the move yet. And if I had to count waves, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, we could have a very small wave 2, and then we continue with another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3. Of course we could. But I'm not really sure, right? There's a shooting star here. We fell. Shooting star again. Are we gonna fall again? I don't know. In terms of tradability, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't see anything. Normally, if there is a high quality tradable chart pattern, I would have targets for it. Usually, but there's no chart pattern yet, so no targets, and I'm still not sure whether if this is the bottom, right? The question we always ask is this the bottom? You could be right. Rainer says, what is your sample size for skinny pink clients effectiveness? Okay, I don't know how to answer this question. What do you mean by sample size? The moment it crosses the skinny pink line, it's considered bear, right? On a long time frame. Let's just take the S&P 500 for example, right? SPX, S&P 500, right? On a long enough time frame, it works as well, right? The moment we crossed it, right? Look at this, right? Consolidation. The moment we crossed it, bullish trend, yo! The moment we crossed it convincingly, we rallied back towards the skinny pink line, acted as beautifully as a resistance, and then we continue collapsing. That is bad, right? At this point of time, you might think, yay, we're going back up. Nope, you get slapped on, right? So, yeah. I don't know how to answer that question. It just works. it just works. Right now we are crossing back up above the skinny pink line. So the question we have is, are we gonna get like a right shoulder over here, right? Are we gonna be breaking this for real, for good, and then that's it, sayonara bitches? Or is the skinny pink line gonna act as a resistance and then we come back down? We're not too sure. We are not too sure, right? Bearish trend, the moment we break it, pew. Bullish trend, the moment we cross it back up, right? Look at this amazing stuff, right? The moment we crossed it, this was a get out rally. Get out, and after that we collapsed, right? This could be a get in rally though. To be honest, this could be a get in rally though. So I'm not too sure if this is it, but yeah. I'm not so sure how to answer this question, but to me, I rely on it just to tell me whether if the trend is bullish or bearish, right? If we are in a bullish trend, right, and if let's say we see consolidation, right, then we will lean heavily towards the upside. More likely than not, the trend is going to continue. I just need to know to be able to trade with confidence whether if we are in a bullish or bearish trend, right? So let's look at Bitcoin. Let's use Bitcoin as an example, right? So if you look over here, Bitcoin, the moment we cross the skinny pink line, the end was just not far away, right? Way back in 2021, July. Okay, I don't have the video anymore because YouTube deleted my older channel. I think it deleted in September, I think. Yeah, I don't have it. So the moment we crossed the skinny pink, I was like, okay, yeah, this is just not good, right? This is just not good, right? We crossed it here again. We touched it, we rallied, we touched it again, we crossed it. Yeah, I just didn't have a good feeling over here. But I think at this point of time, I've already started my second channel. So if you could go back far enough in my Skinny Moon Hunter channel, before I went for my 6 months holiday, I did say that Bitcoin is going to collapse. It's just not really looking that good, and I went for my holiday, and when I came back, we are already down. And I'm still not sure whether if we're done yet or not, right? This could be something like this as well, like a sign, a clue. Hey man, we could be about to switch bullish, right? Boom, one touch of the skinny pink line. Boom, one touch, right? There could be a rally, there could be a dip again, right? And then boom, we touch it again. Boom, we could touch it again, right? As a skinny pink line curves. Right, and then we rise, and then we slice through for good, right? And then we dip again, and then we slice back up for good. We could get something like that. No, I'm just saying, the things that we're just still not really that sure of things, right? But yeah, this is not good. I mean, at this point of time, right? This is just not good. Yeah, and then we just collapsed. So that's that. There is that. So. Yeah, I don't answer this question. Kev says, Skinny, when you are looking at long time scale patterns such as on the ADA chart, would it make sense to correct for inflation? I'm not looking at market cap. So if you look at ADA market cap, right? If we are looking at market cap, I don't know then. I don't think so. We would consider, but what? No, I don't know how to answer this question. Do we what? Correct for inflation? No, we just it's I'm not so sure how it does it mean that no, I think what you're okay, I don't know, unless they change the tokenomics of things, right? Let me give you an example. GST. Justin Sun's coin. Okay, wait, where's this? Was it here? 4 hours? They changed it. Okay, it's not Justin Sun's. Oh, okay, I think it's Sun USDT, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, maybe if they change the tokenomics, the charts will reflect it. So, in my opinion, the charts are pretty accurate, and so yeah, you'll see this kind of a move, right? Correcting, you see this kind of correction if there will be any sort of changes, I think. So yeah, XRP. Miss is a XRP fan. Near protocol top. Yeah, I hope you're right. Oh, you're saying top, is it? Okay, I don't know. You could be right. My tube says this aged well with regards to FTM. Just shows not to listen to these so-called analysts. Okay, I actually did take a look at this video, and in this video, right, I mentioned that FTM can go up or it can go down, right? We were saying that there could be a strong rally coming in, as it could dip as well, because the thing is, we're just not too sure, right? If we go back to FTM, I think I just did FTM yesterday, if I'm not wrong, right? We were saying that, you know, we don't really like this, right? This, we just don't really like this, right? Because this is a very flat support, 2 touches of the support line. Is there any guarantees that FTM is not going to come back down? None. This is too scary for me. I could be wrong though, in my scary feelings about FTM, but you know, I was leaning towards the bearish side of things because we were under the skinny pink line, right? And FTM is already up and out of the skinny pink line. If we could retrace and we could maintain the price, you know, above the skinny pink line, then sure, we could be going much higher. But at that point of time, I wasn't really sure. I have no targets. Yes, I was leaning towards the bearish side because we were under the skinny pink line. Again, perfect 5 waves up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I have a strange feeling, my tube, that you might have bought FTM at a higher price and you don't like to hear differing opinions, and you only want to hear good things about that particular coin. You know, so I don't know, man. I feel like you're very emotionally invested into Fantom, and yeah, taking the words of the OG himself, Warren Buffett, you want to be separated from your emotions when you make a trade. Wait, let me just see. Warren Buffett, emotion trading. What did he say? Correct. If you cannot control your emotions, you cannot control your money. In the sense that, I don't know, man. I'm not so sure what I did to you, but I feel that this is maybe something that you're just not happy about. I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain this, but yeah. Anyway, I guess that's it for today's Fun Fridays. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I hope that answered your question freely. And yeah, thank you very much for all the comments. Please leave a comment, you know, below if you have something to say. I would enjoy reading the comments. So yeah, there you go. All right, see you in the next one. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Ta-ta.